Neutrogena, what in feck have you got going on out there in the kitchen? Oh my goodness, are you baking your chocolate chip cookies again? Dear me, the smell coming in. Oh, well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and boys and girls of every shape, size, and color. Sister Mary Margaret here, coming to you from the Church of Little Chance. I'm sorry about that little intro with Sister Neutrogena. She's out there practicing her culinary skills once again. And let me tell you, she doesn't have too many culinary skills. Well, I hope everything is doing okay in your world. We're sitting here at the Church of Little Hope, and well, it's a bit different tonight because everyone, well, except for Neutrogena and myself, have gone to bed for the evening. So we're talking to you in the evening rather than the early morning that you usually see when you come to look at a Sister Mary Margaret video. But I hope everything is lovely in your world because things are pretty good right here in the Church of Little Hope. Sister Neutrogena, I'm telling you, if she isn't baking cookies, she's coming to me asking for the music and the lyrics of a song. And this time, do you remember that show we did called All for None? Well, there was a little ditty in there we sang called Little Grass Shack. Well, Neutrogena comes to me the other day, and she wants the lyric and music to that song because her and the gals are going to sing it live somewhere. I don't mean the nun gals. Her and about 4 friends of hers are going to get together and they're going to have some fun and sing this song in front of a live audience. Well, more like 4 old broads sitting around getting drunk on gin, if you want my personal opinion. But I dug up the music and I gave it to her anyways. Well, did you see it's 25 years ago that Mr. O.J. Simpson got himself in all that trouble and was in that trial? What a big, black, beautiful man he is. Oh my God, he's got biceps the size of melons that are out there in Father Craggy's garden. And he's a handsome man, to be sure. And now, 25 years later, he's living the good life over there in your Las Vegas. And apparently, every day he goes out and plays a few little rounds of golf with some friends of his in Las Vegas. Well, I guess after all he's been through, playing a couple of games of golf isn't the worst thing he could do in the world. Did I mention he had big biceps the size of melons? Yeah. Well, on these hot summer days, sometimes we need a nice, big, cool drink. I like some lemonade myself, and don't mind putting a bit of vodka or gin in it if there's any handy in the kitchen, purely for medicinal purposes, you understand. Well, have you ever heard of this drink called the sourdough? Well, it was developed up in Dawson City up there in the Yukon in 1973. Well, here's what happens. You order a whiskey and you get a toe in it. A decapitated, mummified, disgusting piece of human anatomy, a toe. Well, I guess there are worse things or more surprising things if you think about it for a couple of minutes, if you know what I mean. But imagine having a drink and it's got a dead toe in the bottom of it. What some people won't do to have fun up there in your Dawson City in the Yukon. Not sure I want to visit there anytime soon. Anyways, I've come to the part in the show now where I have a letter or two, and in this case it's one letter. I love it when you write me letters. And this one says, Dear Sister Mary Margaret, tell me, what is the correct way to wear your chain? Because sometimes you've got it on the outside of your little collar, and other times you're wearing it underneath the collar and we can barely see it. Can you help me? And this is Confused in Chatham. Confused. Well, you know what? It doesn't really matter to me at this point in my life. I just get up in the morning, and whatever happens to come on first and gets around my neck first is pretty much the way it stays for the entire day. I wouldn't want to ask this same question of Sister Marianne or Sister Neutrogena. They might have a completely different take on the thing. But anyways, I'm glad you had a few minutes to join me today, and I hope you're all doing well and you keep well and look out for yourselves, won't you? In the meantime, this is Sister Mary Margaret saying over and out. Holy feck, what is that smell? Neutrogena, have you not taken those cookies out of the oven yet? Good Lord, girl, they're absolutely... Oh, Neutrogena, get rid of them now.